welcome back to my channel. So obviously today we're in a different room. I'm actually in my closet slash makeup room. Where I normally film is my filming room. Obviously that's where I set up all my lights so I don't have to move anything and it just stays there and is ready for me when I am filming. But today I figured, since this isn't really a makeup look or a tutorial, it's kind of more of a casual video, and honestly it's just way too hot underneath all the bright lights, and it's like 1,000 degrees out today, so I just could not fathom sitting in a heated room when it's 90-something degrees outside to film an hour-long video. I'm gonna keep it a little low-key today, a little bit more casual. I don't have my lights with me. I'm just filming in front of a window right now, and I think it seems to be okay. But today I wanted to share with you my current favorites. So obviously I haven't filmed a Lon Loves It or Leave It video in probably over a year. I used to film a monthly favorites, which I called it my Lon Loves It or Leaves It series, where I share with you my monthly favorites when it comes to skincare, hair care, makeup, anything beauty related. But I felt like as time went on and I just got more and more busy with work, with personal life, and I was planning a wedding last year, I just didn't have time to play with makeup, didn't really get a chance to try new products all the time. I just felt really pressured to find products throughout the month just so I have something to talk about in my monthly favorites video. And it didn't feel genuine, it didn't feel authentic to me, so I kind of just gave myself a little break from those monthly favorites video. But I really do miss sharing good products with you guys, so I think I'm gonna start doing like a quarterly Lon Loves It or Leaves It, where like every few months, and it doesn't have to be like a set amount of months, just when I have like a good amount of products to share with you, then I'll recommend some products for you that I have absolutely been loving, that I've tested and tried out for more than just a few weeks and decided to share with you. So today we are going to be talking about my current favorites. I have all of my stuff here with me that I wanted to share with you guys. It's not a crazy amount of stuff. It's probably products that you have heard me talk about before, like my blush. You're not going to be surprised because it's in basically every single makeup look that I film. But I do want to share the products that I have been wearing almost on a daily basis, or have been going back to month after month after month and really tried it out and can really like speak of its performance and efficiency. So without further ado, that was such a long intro and I apologize. Let's just get right into the favorites. I have birds sitting right outside my window right now, so if you hear like a seagull or pigeon pecking, that's what it is. It's not coming from me. Okay, so I think we'll start off with skincare products because there's only a few, and then I have 2 hair care products, and then we'll actually get into the fun stuff, which of course is the makeup. So the first skincare product I have, again, this is gonna come as no surprise because if you follow me on Instagram or if you have watched a favorites video before, this is like always talked about. This is the Ole Henriksen Balancing Force Oil Control Toner. I have the blue one, which is for dark spots and like hyperpigmentation, which I love, but with this I can see an immediate like difference and results even just like 2 days later. As you know, skincare products are a little bit harder to test out because it takes some time for your skin to adapt to it, to react to it, and you finally seeing results. But this, honestly, if I have a breakout, if I feel like a monster is erupting under my skin, I slather my face, like slather the crap out of my face with this immediately. I'll soak a cotton pad and I'll literally just hold it over the blemish, especially those like pimples that are like under your skin that you can't bring to the surface and like situate and deal with. I'll hold a cotton pad over those areas for like 30 seconds, and honestly it does make a difference. Of course it's not going to get rid of the pimple overnight. I don't think any product will. That's just your skin, it's natural, you're not going to be able to fight it, but it does help it not rise to the surface, get as red or get as blotchy. And if it doesn't rise and I don't pick at it, then that means I won't have acne scarring. But when I feel my skin like feeling a little bit more oily, congested, like clogged, this is like what I use, and it fixes everything. This is honestly just like a magic elixir. If you're someone who likes that eucalyptus smell, I love that smell, this is like gonna be a godsend for you. Another skincare product that I have been loving for a few months now is quite expensive. This is from Tatcha, and you guys know they're at Sephora. It's not a super affordable brand. It's pretty luxurious, but every single product that I've tried has shown results, and I've noticed a difference in my skin. So it's definitely something that's worth your money. This is their Violet C Brightening Serum. I picked this up during the last VIB sale, which if you saw my haul, you would have seen this in it. And I've been using it every single night in conjunction with my Drunk Elephant Glycolic Serum. So at night after my toner, I'll take one pump of this onto my palm, and I'll just kind of rub my palms together to evenly distribute the product, and I'll press it into my skin. And then once I feel like it's kind of absorbed, I'll start slapping my face to really let it sink into like all the crevices, all the pores, and work its magic. If you have hyperpigmentation, if you suffer from like dark spots from picking at your skin like I do, like around my cheek area and a little bit on my chin is where I kind of suffer with hyperpigmentation and dark spots. Everywhere else is fine. It's just like the sides of my cheeks that I have trouble like lightening those areas. But I definitely see a difference with this product. This is expensive as hell. This is definitely something worth looking into. You can always get a sample at Sephora before you start investing in the full-size product. But I absolutely love this. So next up is a Derma E product. This is a little bit more affordable. You can find Derma E at Ulta. This is their hydrating mist. It has hyaluronic acid, which you guys know I'm obsessed with. I feel like every time I mention this ingredient, I remind you about how obsessed I am with it. But it's honestly a skincare ingredient that you want to look out for when you buy a product. Hyaluronic acid is really good for maintaining moisture on your skin. So if you want your skin to look supple and young and bouncy and luminous, hyaluronic acid is the way to go. It also has rose water and coconut water, which you guys know have really great brightening and hydrating ingredients. This one was sent to me in PR. It has my name on it, so it's really sweet that they personalized this little label for me, and it just makes me love their product even more. But even so, I love using this after my whole skincare routine. So whether it's morning or night, I'll spray this on. I'll do my skincare routine, let everything kind of sink in, and I'll come back to the bathroom and do a couple spritzes of this all over my face. It makes me feel like this is a setting spray for my skincare. So it just locks everything in, provides moisture, and it just makes your skin glow the next day. It's a really great product. Another skincare product that I have been loving is from Drunk Elephant. I feel like I can't really talk about a skincare favorites in a video without mentioning a product from Drunk Elephant, because I'm just obsessed. I love this brand. I love that it's clean, it's good for you, it's not full of like crap ingredients or fillers that's more damaging to you than it is good for you. It's a very clean brand, and I absolutely love every single product that I've tried. It's another very luxurious brand of skincare at Sephora, but honestly, just like Tatcha, I think every single product is worth the money, and I will always invest in skincare. Makeup products I can buy from the drugstore, I can buy anywhere, but with skincare I'm very particular about what I put on my skin when I have no makeup on, because if you're not treating your skin well now, it's going to make a huge difference later on. But tangent aside, this is the Drunk Elephant A Passioni. I always read it more Spanish than it probably is. This I use in the morning underneath my moisturizer and SPF, because I feel like at night, I'm already layering on so many skincare products. I can kind of squeeze this into my morning skincare routine without overwhelming my skin and getting it too oily throughout the day underneath my makeup. This is really great for fine lines. I'm still noticing results now, like after maybe, I can't remember when the last VIB sale was. I want to say 2 or 3 months, but I am noticing results. It's not something that you're going to see overnight. Retinol, fine lines, and like crow's feet, smile lines, those are the, I think, most difficult skincare concerns to fix, because it takes a lot of time for your skin to adapt to a product and then you see results. But this is something I am seeing results, which is why I don't ever feel like I'm wasting money on Drunk Elephant products. But this is 1% retinol, which is pretty high, so if you're just trying out retinol products, I would do it once every 3 days and build up your tolerance to it so that you can use it every night. At first, I used it every single night for like the first 3 days that I had it, because I thought my skin was a lot tougher than it is, I guess. but I definitely started seeing like peeling, dry spots, which my skin never has unless it's like winter and I'm picking at a scab on my skin. It never has dry spots. So I felt like, okay, too potent, way too early to just go into every single day. So I used it every 2 days, and then now that it's built up the tolerance and it's kind of getting used to the ingredient, I can use it every day and not see dryness or anything. But it just makes my skin feel softer, it makes my skin feel smoother, and I can definitely see my fine lines being a little bit better. My crow's feet, I've just accepted that it's a lost cause. But like my smile lines and just like the fine lines in the inner corners of my eyes have gotten a lot better with this product. And the last skincare product is a little messy, but this is from Coola, another skincare brand that I am a huge fan of. I usually stick to Derma-E, Coola, Drunk Elephant, and Tatcha skincare products. I'll have other products like from Skin Fix and Neutrogena and stuff from the drugstore. Pixie is another great skincare brand that I love, but Coola is definitely one of those products that I have multiple products of that I use on a daily basis. So this is their SPF 30 Full Spectrum 360 Sun Silk Drops. And it comes in a little glass bottle like this, very beautiful packaging, and it's a dropper style packaging. It's very liquidy, it's very watery, but when I first got this in PR, I tried it by itself on top of moisturizer and I did not like it. It felt really oily, it made my makeup throughout the day look a lot more greasy. So I stopped using it for a while, but then I saw Michelle Bell 1218 here on YouTube and Instagram use it with her moisturizer. So I decided to pull it back out and try it mixed in with a moisturizer, and I have loved this product being used that way. So this protects you from UVA, UVB, IR, and HEV. So it protects you from like your phone, that blue light that everyone is just so afraid of now. It even protects you from that. So not only does it protect you from the sun, but also indoors when you're in front of a computer screen or a phone. My job requires me to sit in front of 3 screens all day, every day. So this definitely makes me feel a little bit better that it's protecting me from the harmful lights of computer screens and my phone. But this is really great. I'll do half a dropper size mixed into like a pump of my moisturizer, kind of mix them really well together, and I'll slather this all over my face, down my neck, on my chest, and on the back of my hands, because you want to protect those areas as well. And I have really been loving it. And Coola is mostly organic. I think this is 70% organic, which isn't 100%, but it's better than not organic. So it's a very clean brand at Sephora, and I really like their products. I love their SPF products because it doesn't break me out, it doesn't make me feel oily, and it definitely does work. I never burn when I wear Coola SPF products. That was all the skincare products. I have 2 hair care products to share with you, and then I think we can get into the makeup products. This is the Way Leave-In Conditioner, and I got this in the FabFitFun box, I think either for spring or summer. I can't remember which box it was. I used it, didn't really love it, but ever since I went lighter and had to bleach my hair to get it this blondish color, I felt like my ends were really dry, and I wanted to really treat my hair, really hydrate it so that it doesn't feel dry, it doesn't look dry, and it stays healthy. So this has been really great for that. As you can tell, I have been loving it. I'm about halfway of the bottle down, and it's a very strong smell. It's a very like musky cologne smell, which I don't particularly like. It gave me a pretty bad headache the first few times I used it because it was just so strong, but I think I'm just used to it now, and this scent doesn't linger, thank God, because I don't think I'd be able to handle smelling this throughout the day. But this is a really great leave-in conditioner. It doesn't make my hair feel greasy, it doesn't feel like super oily and slick and messy. Like, I hate leave-in conditioners that feel like you've just rubbed in regular conditioner through your wet hair. I just don't like that tackiness feeling. And I love that it really does help keep my ends hydrated and my hair from looking too frizzy or too dry, especially in the summer. You know, you're just in the sun all day and you're in and out of the water. You really want to keep your hair hydrated and protected. And the other hair care products that I have been just really enjoying, especially for the summer, now that I'm like curling my hair more, is from Launch Hair, and this is their Salt and Seas Texturizing Spray. I've used this in a video before. I think I have a Instagram tutorial as well, and I might have mentioned it in a favorites before, but for the past couple of months, I've been loving this. I'll curl my hair And before I put in my John Frieda smoothing cream, which you guys know I've been using for like over a decade now, I'll do a couple spritzes of this through the middle to ends of my hair. Honestly, a little bit goes a long way. It's definitely one of those texturizing sprays that if you spray too much, your hair will feel disgusting. Like it will cause buildup, it will feel crunchy, you won't be able to run your fingers through it. So a little bit goes a long way. I'll just split my hair in half, do 2, maybe 3 spritzes of it on each side, and just comb it with my fingers. I like it because it holds my curls without having to use hairspray, but it also gives it a nice texture where it makes my hair looks a little bit more full, a little bit more texturized without feeling like gritty and gross. So it's a really great like sea spray, as they call it. Had to move you guys in a little bit closer so I'm not sitting back here with this sun flare over my face. So I'm kind of like zoomed in right now. So I lied, I have one more skincare, two more skincare products, and then we'll go right into the makeup. This is a jade roller that I got again in my FabFitFun box, and I'm really grateful that they sent one of these in the box, because otherwise I don't think I would have bought it on my own. I see it everywhere, everyone uses it like with their skincare routine, and I'm just like, really, like that seems so excessive. Like I don't need that in my life. But again, I'm grateful FabFitFun threw this in my box because I have been using this every single day in the summer. I keep this in a little Ziploc bag in my fridge, and every morning after I've put on my skincare products and waiting for it to set in before my makeup, I'll pull this out of the fridge and roll this on my face in the morning before I start my makeup routine. And guys, it feels amazing. Like it's super cold. It's a little bit shocking. Like the first few rolls, you're just like, it's so cold, it shocks you to the core. But after like maybe 3 rolls, your skin just like craves for this because it feels so good. This is really great for your lymphatic system. It's really great to depuff your face in the morning. Like I tested it out because I was just a little bit skeptical about it. I did half my face, and honestly, I'm not even lying, I could tell a difference on the 2 sides of my face. It honestly depuffs your face so quickly. It works better than any skincare products that you can put on top of your skin. It is so soothing, so cooling. It feels amazing when it's like so hot outside. You want to start your day with something super cooling and just get your body ready for the day. This feels so good, and you don't have to get a super expensive one. You can find these on Amazon. They have like rose quartz rollers. This is just a jade one. I would recommend picking up either one. It's just amazing for your skin in the morning. So obviously the smaller side is for your eyes and the bigger side is for your cheeks and the rest of your face. I love this. Okay, and then the last kind of skincare product, but not really, it could also be a hair product because it's for your eyelashes. This is the Rapid Lash Eyelash Enhancing Serum. I can't remember when I picked this up. It might have been maybe 4 to 6 months ago. I honestly can't remember. I'm so bad with like time. But yeah, you guys know I have baby Asian lashes. If you have seen a tutorial before I throw on fake lashes, they're like puny. They're basically invisible. I like have no lashes, but this really helps the length of my lashes. I don't really notice a difference in the volume of my lashes because it's not in my genes. It's not in the future for me to have full, thick, natural, voluminous lashes, but it really did help lengthen my lashes. I can put on mascara and look like I have lashes now, which I'm pretty impressed with. I was always skeptical about these types of products where it like claims to give you new eyebrows and new lashes, but I'm so pleasantly surprised that it did work and gave me really great length. So I've been loving this. So now we can get into the fun products, which are of course the makeup products. I'm gonna start out with a primer. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is the full size. I literally just picked this up during the Sephora BIB sale that was last weekend, but I was using the small baby size. I took it with me on our honeymoon to Hawaii back in January, and I also used it all throughout my Europe trip last month, but I've been using it since January, and the baby size is like maybe a third of this, and I still have about half of the product left, so a little bit goes a long way. But since the Sephora VIB sale was happening, I figured I should just pick up a full-size version because I don't ever want to put on makeup without this primer. It is so good for keeping your foundation, your blush, your highlighter, anything else you put on top, it stays on for the rest of the day. Like this in conjunction with my Urban Decay setting spray, my makeup lasts all day, all night. I can even go 18 hours without touching up my blush, my highlighter, my bronzer. Obviously, I'm gonna get a little bit oily and dewy throughout the day. That's just the nature of my skin type. But foundation wise and locking everything on my face, it does such a good job. Obviously, since it's a gripping primer, it's gonna feel a little bit more tacky as opposed to a more silicone-based primer like the Smashbox primer or the Hourglass type of primers. Those have a more like slick silicone feel to it, but you guys know silicone breaks me out. So I'm glad I found a foundation primer that doesn't break me out and I don't have to feel like icky about layering it onto my skin and it sinking into my pores and clogging my skin up. This is just such a great primer, and I've really noticed a difference in the longevity of my skin, of my foundation when I use this primer as opposed to when I don't. So the two foundations that I have been loving, one is drugstore and very affordable, and the other one is a little bit higher end. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation, and I'm in the shade Linen. This is a little bit light for me right now. This one is the Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation, and I'm in the shade Warm Beige. I love these foundations just depending on my mood, depending on what color I am that day, whether I have a little bit more sun or just looking a little bit more fair. The e.l.f. is actually such a high-end quality for $6. If you want a full coverage foundation that lasts all day, that doesn't make you more oily, that actually controls your oils, $6 anywhere they sell e.l.f. I get mine at Target. All the shades are amazing. It's really lightweight, really long wearing. I never have like any kind of issues with breakouts. This is just such an amazing, luxurious foundation, and you can buy it for $6. It's amazing. But this is also a really great one. This is honestly undetectable on your skin. This is the foundation that I used on my bridesmaids, and I think my mom too, on my wedding day when I did all their makeup. So I did 3 bridesmaids and my mom, and I think I used this on myself. No, I used Makeup Forever on myself because I couldn't find a good match for me. But my cousins, they all loved the way their skin looks. My cousins are not like super girly girls when it comes to makeup. Like, they don't obsess with makeup like I do. They don't go out to Target with a full face of foundation on like I do. So they don't like the heavy cakey look. They're not used to it. They didn't want it, and I understood that. So I picked a foundation that was very lightweight, that looked good on the skin in person, but it didn't look like a mask on them. And I'm really excited that they all loved the way their makeup looked, because I wanted them to feel comfortable. I didn't want them to worry about if it's gonna fade, if they touch it, if it's gonna transfer, if like it's gonna sink into their lines throughout the night. I mean, we took tons of pictures and it was a long day, long night. So I wanted them to feel comfortable, and I'm really glad they all liked it, because otherwise I would have felt so guilty doing their makeup and they hated it. But they all loved it. Their skin looked amazing in person. It looked beautiful in pictures. So if you're getting married, if you're graduating, obviously not because it's the beginning of the school year now, but if you have a special event where you're taking pictures but you also want to look real in person, this is a really great foundation for that. Super great medium coverage. You can build it up to full. It never feels cakey. It never feels like it's weighing your skin down, and it lasts all day, all night for me. So I have been loving this, and Warm Beige has been the perfect color for me. It's actually what I'm wearing right now. This is a newer product. This is one of the products in this video that I haven't used for months and months and months. I think it's about a month of using this. This is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Blurring Powder Foundation. I have 4 shades of this because I don't ever want to be without this in the correct shade. So right now I am 375. Why 375? You guys have seen so many bigger YouTubers talk about this. It's like a holy grail powder foundation for most people by now, but I have been loving this as a setting powder. I don't set my like under eye area because I don't want to cake up that area, but like right here on my chin, my forehead, I'll just do a light dusting of this all over. It just sets the foundation, gives me an extra layer of coverage without feeling cakey and without looking cakey. On the days where I'm really lazy for work, I'll just do a little bit of under eye concealer and I'll do a light dusting of this all over my face, and I'm good to go out the door. Like, I don't need to put on a full face of foundation to feel covered when it comes to this. This is full coverage. Like, there's no building up to this. This just comes out full coverage. And my cousin Kathy, who again is not a huge makeup person, I color matched her when we were in a Sephora one day, and she has been loving this foundation. She's not a huge foundation person. She doesn't ever wear foundation. She has amazing skin actually, but she loves like just the nights that she's going out and wants to do a little bit of makeup. She loves doing a light dusting of this Morphe setting spray, and she's been loving the combo, so I'm really excited about that. Another powder that I have been really enjoying is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. There are a few shades, but I didn't want to do the guesswork about which shade would match me the best, and I honestly just picked this up to set my under eye concealer. So I picked up the color 100, which is translucent. It looks like this. It looks more white in the pan than it really is. It's just like it just blends right out to be nothing, as you can see there. But I have been loving this to set my T-zone. This honestly does a really great job at just setting everything in and controlling the oils throughout the day. This has been great. I went to Europe, I brought this to set my T-zone, and I never had to retouch my makeup throughout the day. And Spain was hot. Like, Spain was 85 to 90 every single day with the sun right on your face. So this has been really great. I kind of skipped a base product because I got so excited about the Make It Forever powder. This is a concealer that I've been loving. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I am a very huge fan of the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define concealer, which I still love, but I wanted something that was a little bit more lightweight, and honestly I was just wanting a new makeup product to play with, so I picked this up. This is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and I'm in the shade Medium Beige right now. Again, on the days where I'm lazy, this is all I'm wearing on my face. I'll just do a couple dots under my eyes and blend it out. This is very full coverage, so it's not those concealers where you need to do a giant white triangle under your eyes to brighten up that area and cover your dark circles. A little bit goes a long way. Don't go crazy with it because it will start creasing, but a few dots and with a light setting of powder, it never creases on me, and it does such a good job at brightening, covering my dark circles, and lasting throughout the day. Really great product, and again, this was like $5 or $6. e.l.f. has been killing it with the new releases. All right, next up we have some highlighters. This is nothing new. I've used this before, I've used it for years, but lately I've just been using it every single day because it's just so easy. I don't have to think about it when I'm applying it. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in Be My Highlight. This is a cult favorite for a lot of makeup wearers, so I'm not going to be the first time you hear about this, I'm sure. But this is just a really pretty, like, white, kind of iridescent highlighter. It's very natural. It's not going to be a beaming highlight. It's not going to be those crazy highlights that Instagrammers love to like flash their light on it. It's not going to be like that. But if you want to wear a highlighter to give you a little bit of definition and a little bit of brightness without looking crazy, this is a really great one for like the natural makeup wearers. So I'll wear this to work. It doesn't look crazy. I work in an office and no one ever asks like, why are your cheeks glowing? You know, like, it just looks healthy. It makes you look like you're glowing from within. So I have absolutely been loving this highlighter. I've also been loving my Anastasia highlighter in Mimosa. This came from one of her glow kits. I can't remember which glow kit it is, but I took this to Europe with me because I didn't want to bring like a bulky highlighter on its own. I just put it in this little palettes that I have, and again, this is called Mimosa. It's really pretty. It's more pink based, and when I'm darker it just looks amazing on like tan skin. It's what I have on my cheeks right now. If you guys can see that glow, I put it down my nose. I'll even dust this all over my chest. I didn't do that today, but this is just a really nice kind of pinky golden highlighter. The next product is another product that you guys are probably sick of hearing me talk about, but this is my favorite blush of all time. I will use other blushes just to introduce new colors to my life, but I always go back to this. Again, this is what I have on my cheeks right now. This is the Flower Beauty Flower Pot blush in the shade Peach Primrose. I love this. I feel like this is so universal. Any skin tone can wear it, and it just looks really, really flattering. It looks good with any eye makeup you have. Today I have like a orange purple eye going on. The other day I had on like a purple pink halo eye, and I used this blush and it just looks really, really great with it. It's just so flattering. This is the only blush I brought with me on both vacations, and I love it. This is a makeup tool. This is dirty because I just used it. This is the e.l.f. complexion sponge, beauty sponge, whatever you want to call it. It's, I think, $5. And it works better than the Beauty Blender. I'm not a huge fan of the Beauty Blender, to be honest. I like it, I'll use it, but it's just so porous that I feel like it soaks up so much of my foundation that I'm wasting foundation every time I use it. But this is so good. This is a little bit like the Real Technique sponge, a little bit more porous, not as dense as the Real Technique sponge, but it blends out concealer effortlessly. I'll use this for foundation, concealer, powder, cream products, powder products. It's amazing. It does everything really, really well. It has a nice flat edge right here if you want to use that for your foundation, but I just use the pointy side so I can get into all the little crevices around my face. But I love this. It's affordable, it works really well, and it lasts pretty long. I feel like my Beauty Blender I can only use for like 2 months before it starts to show wear and tear, literally tears. But this I've had for 3 months. I have one on backup because it's just a really great affordable sponge. I don't feel like I'm wasting money buying this as opposed to the Beauty Blender. Like every time I threw away a Beauty Blender, I'm like, I'm throwing $22 away, and it's such a waste, but this is so much cheaper and it worked better in my opinion. So this is a mascara that I have honestly just been so happy with. This is the Wander Beauty Unleashed Volume and Curl Mascara. This is so good for, again, the baby puny Asian lashes. If you suffer from like applying mascara without getting it messy like I do, this might be for you. It's definitely a more expensive mascara. I actually don't like buying expensive mascaras, but this guy, I have bought 3 of these already. It's been so good to me. It has a really great, like, not super unique wand, like it's just a kind of curled of like dent in the wand, but it just makes grabbing onto the little like bottom lashes even so much easier. It coats my lashes really well. It gives great volume, great length without ever looking spidery or clumpy. It doesn't get messy in the outer corners for me. I don't know why. That's like my problematic area of my lashes. Applying mascara here gives me anxiety because I feel like I always get it on my eyes or on my cheeks. But this, because of the wand, I don't know what it is about the bristles on the wand, but it makes grabbing onto the lashes really easy, really effortlessly, and I love it. So the 2 lip products I have to talk about, again, if you follow me on Instagram, which if you don't, you should. I talk about makeup a lot on there. You won't be surprised about these products in this video. This is the M Cosmetics True Gloss. This is in Magic Hour. This one is like the more warm peachy pink color, which you guys know is like the only kind of colors I wear. This is such a great formula of gloss. It's super pigmented, but it doesn't feel thick and heavy on the lips. It doesn't feel, I don't know, tacky and sticky. My hair doesn't stick to it. It's very comfortable and lightweight. And the color, I mean, look at that pigmentation. It's so beautiful. And this color is just really flattering. When I was a little bit more fair, and now that I'm more tan, the peach comes out more, and it's just so flattering. So comfortable. I absolutely love it. This other gloss is from Patrick Ta. This is his Major Glow Lip Shine in the shade She's an Influencer. I also have Is She Younger Than Me, but I gravitate towards this one a little bit more. This one's a little bit more of a cooler, not pale pink, but pale gloss. Like it's not super pigmented or anything, but the shine that it gives your lips is so beautiful. I often layer these 2 together because the combo between the color of the True Gloss and the shine of the lip shine is just such a good combination. And again, it doesn't feel sticky, it's not tacky, it doesn't feel thick and like chunky on your lips. Like some glosses, you feel it on your lips, and I hate that feeling. So I make a lot of facial expressions when I talk, so I don't want it to like get those lines between my lips or start fading like in the inner rims and it makes your lips look gross. Like it's such a good formula. So these two on their own or together has been like my lip combo for several months now. Every time I go out, it's usually these two in my bag. Alright guys, I believe that is everything I wanted to share with you. Those were all of my current beauty favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this new episode of Lon Loves It or Leaves It. I actually really miss filming favorites videos, but again, I didn't want to feel pressured and find new products on purpose just so I can talk about them. This felt a little bit more organic, a lot more like comfortable to film because I've been using these products for months. I hope you guys understand this will be more of a quarterly basis type of favorites video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about any of the products that I just mentioned, let me know down in the comment section below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.